on the Towners, I'm Frank Licari. From an exhilarating airboat ride in the Everglades
to reeling in my passion for fishing, I'm enjoying down-home cooking that's good for the soul.
in the wild, wild western communities where I'm about to take the leap of a lifetime. So join me as we go on the town and the Palm Beaches with me, Frank Licari. All right, I'm all set. Let's do it.
Ready?
Yep.
This program is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Visit thepalmbeaches.tv for more information.
We're checking out the westernmost communities in the Palm Beaches, known as the Glades, which includes Belle Glade, Pahokee, and South Bay.
The Glades offers that perfect mix of industry and a relaxed atmosphere where everybody knows your name.
Welcome to Torrey Island, located on the southern shores of Lake Okeechobee, the largest freshwater lake in Florida, where I'm meeting up with Captain Steve for a private airboat tour. Just me and the alligators.
Oh yeah.
That big gator?
Oh yeah, I
The
see
big
him.
boy?
Yep.
Black bug?
I'm in the boat and we're heading towards what looks like I'm heading into a forest.
Right.
And then this boat just goes and sails right over it and moves everything out of the way, and you're in the middle of it all. You're not
Right.
just on waterways, which
Right.
is incredible.
So the vegetation that you see out here is floating, except for the canna lilies that you see in the willows. Everything else out here is floating on top of the water.
It's amazing.
I can run over that, it pushes it down, and it comes right back up.
It's an
So-
amazing
So
experience.
running it right over is a smooth operation. See all those bird nests in there? I call that a condo association. I've lived in Loxahatchee since 1987. I've been riding the lake since 1982. Just out here airboating and enjoying the scenery and having fun and fishing and all the stuff that goes along with it.
Did you always you're like, okay, I'm an adventure guy?
So in the Marine Corps, they called me Gator because of all
Wow.
the alligator hunting stories and pictures that I showed them back when I was growing up.
So you were doing that when you were young?
I was doing that very young. That was one of the first dates I ever took my wife on.
What?
Yeah, she enjoyed it, so
Yeah.
I kept her. I've been
Wow.
married 43 years.
That's a special woman.
There might be a nest right over here. Look, she's going back to it. See her?
Yeah.
You can hear her screaming at you.
Yeah.
I've been doing airboating my whole life. The wife and I are out all the time on our personal boat. And one day, this was 6 years ago, we're driving along and we see this every time we come out. It's just beautiful, okay? And I said to her, I said, you know, I would like to take people out and show them what we see because nobody gets to see this.
course.
Everything is private. So when you make the tour, this is where I bring you. This is the things I tell you and show you what we do, what we see. I show you the actual lake. This is just what I do. 90% of the people I take out are family. When they come out here, they all are just like, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I take them out and I go, wow, I don't think that was a great tour, everybody gets off and goes, that was amazing.
Sure.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But it's because I see it every day.
Of course.
So I'm thinking I didn't show them enough, or I didn't, get that one good shot for them,
Yeah.
but everybody's like, that's amazing. It's
Well,
amazing.
and what I want to stress is this is the smoothest ride on a boat I think I've ever had.
Yeah, you're not getting seasick on a boat like this.
Yeah.
We're out here, it's a flat bottom boat. I'm running over, the plants, the vegetation and stuff like that out here, and it's just a smooth operation.
The knowledge you have about the different bird species, is that just from growing up here? Or did
That's
you...
from growing up here, growing up down in Area 2, down in the South Florida Everglades. So you learn the birds, you learn the gators, you learn the habitats, you learn their movements.
Yeah, you're like
So-
this little guru of
So
everything.
you just watch what the wildlife does and you can pretty much tell what's going on. We have a vast variety of birds out here. I can't name them all. I can name a lot of them.
Sure.
But there's so many birds out here. So for a birder to come out here and see the things that we see out here, the eggs, the purple gallinoo, the coots, the snail kites, the spoonbills. I mean, we just have so many birds out here, and you never know what you're going to see. I don't see the exact same thing every time.
Oh, I see him. Oh,
He's
crap.
about 11 foot.
Yeah, that's a big one. Wow. That is a big boy.
Next, I'm dropping a line into Lake O to try my hand at fishing with a Belgladian who knows these waters well.
This is your backyard.
It's the backyard, literally.
What was it like growing up in Belglade back then?
You were outdoors. Come in before the street lights come on for dinner.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the rule.
You've probably been fishing what?
Fishing for 60 years, I know.
Unbelievable.
At least.
And the fishing of choice here is bass fishing.
It's bass, speckled perch,
Okay.
warmouth, and cichlids. So there's a multitude of fish. This is called a bait caster. It's
Bait
not
caster.
a spinner rod.
Gotcha.
And then we're fishing with an artificial frog.
Yep.
And all you do is you want to get it out there, let it sit, and I can pop it just like a frog.
Yeah.
And if something hit it, it will come up from the bottom and just knock it down. And then you got to get ready.
Yeah. And how big are the bass getting in here?
It's easy to catch a 10-pound bass.
Really?
When I say easy, if you fish
Well,
enough,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but you can go out and catch 40 and 50 bass in a day. You can only keep 5 per license.
Gotcha. Okay.
We have guides that can take you out for whatever type of fishing you want to do. And it's a really good adventure out here for kids because it's pretty private compared to what is in the city. And that's just pretty much just simple fishing.
Yeah.
It's called fishing, not catching.
That's right.
And you go out a lot, and some days are epic. Some days are, gosh, I could have caught more.
Right.
And it's relaxing.
Yeah, sure is.
Belglade's Black Gold Jubilee draws thousands of locals and visitors to enjoy the delicious food, great entertainment, and fun rides. We caught up with Mayor Steve Wilson to learn more about how this tradition got its start and what makes this city so special.
The Black Gold's been around for maybe 46 years or better. I mean, it started back in 1976, if I do believe. It was at the end of the year, harvesting season, where the farmers would get together with the community stakeholders and they go out and celebrate, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's a time where everybody, Jubilee, where everybody coming out to have a good time, to talk about what they did and what they plan to do for the next year.
What's entailed in the Jubilee?
A lot of things, from 5K, 10K run, you have the golf tournament, you have the Miss Black and Gold pageant. It's an outing where everybody, food, music, just a good time.
Well, black gold, where did that come from? And it actually refers to the muck. The muck out here is like a rich color of black, and you cannot get any richer, more fertile soil, and that is what the Black Gold Jubilee is all about.
This small community come on one accord, and you never seen anything like it. It's one of our signature events.
The 4th of July here is apparently a big deal too.
We
Tell
have
me
the
about
big
that.
4th of July, which is, we have for the 3rd year rodeo. We have a lot of folks come out. We do so many events in this community where we offer opportunity to folks. And guess what? Most of it is no charge at all to this community.
Wow, so they're
they
all
can
free
come
events.
out. Majority of them are.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever get on? Do you ever do the rodeo? Do you ever get on?
No, I
You
do
ever
the
get on the old-
mechanical bull.
Do you really?
Yes, yes.
Whoa,
I do
that's
the mechanical
impressive.
bull,
What's your time? How long you on there?
Probably about 3 seconds.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
probably about 3 seconds more than I could do. Belglade, this area, very, very important in the farming community for the entire country.
Yes, we take pride to say that we're part of a community that feed America in some parts of the country. That means more to me and people in this community than anything else in the world. But I can tell you, this community, there's no place like the Glades community. Why? Because it's all about the love.
If you're looking for a restaurant with the most eclectic menu in Belle Glade, you need to try the Banyan Tree Restaurant. I'm about to try some down-home cooking. Everybody, no matter where we went, said you gotta go to the Banyan Tree. Isn't that exciting? It's a true story.
It's a blessing.
It's a true story.
We've been in business over 20 plus years.
What?
Yes. It's a family-owned and operated business.
Wow.
Yes, my uncle, he started it. It was a small cafe. He created the recipes for the soul food.
Gotcha.
And it just grew into what it is today.
What makes you get into this?
My parents, they were running it. I was in college. I always had my own career.
Yep.
So once my parents got older and, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to come back and help.
Yeah.
So I continued with my own career
Yep.
as well as manage the restaurant. I'm a graduate of
Yeah.
Florida A&M. I have a
Okay.
bachelor's in healthcare management, and I
Wow.
also have a master's from Nova University. So, but I never thought I would be in the restaurant industry.
Sure.
I also
Yeah.
used to be a teacher, so I was teaching as well as managing the restaurant.
And what, doing surgeries as well? You do everything. That's incredible. How has the menu changed over the years? Is it, does it start
It has
with?
changed
Yeah.
tremendously.
Right.
We started as like a smaller selection. Now we have a huge selection for breakfast as well as lunch. Anyone, whatever appetite you have, you'll find something on the menu. So
Okay,
we
just
have
like-
breakfast,
yep.
lunch, soul food. We have salads, burgers, sandwiches. We sell a lot of chicken wings.
If I was to come in, first timer, what's a signature thing that you think, okay, what's going to get people to come back?
We
What's
have a lot of signatures.
Yeah.
Definitely oxtails,
okay? I'm in for that.
meatloaf.
In for that.
Our candy yams are really good.
All right.
We have smothered pork chop.
Speaking my language. I like that. All right.
The Everglades Research and Education Center opened over 100 years ago in Belle Glade to study the challenges and benefits of this unique area.
You'd be surprised to know that some of the most important research that's dealing with food sustainability across the country is happening right here in the Glades, and I'm about to find out all about it.
We are about education, research, and extension. Agriculture production,
Yeah.
sustainable practices, improving soil sustainability, regenerative agriculture, putting back to the land what we take from it, and protecting natural resources. Water quality is very important to us, of course, and also wildlife that we do have here.
Let's talk about the wildlife. What's going on with that?
So barn owls are used for managing rodents, especially sugarcane.
Yeah, they're like the bouncers at the club, right?
Yeah,
like they
so-
keep the rodents out.
Yeah, so there are a lot of rats. It's a more sustainable way of managing them instead of using, let's say, rodenticides and all that.
Once you build these boxes and put them on the farm, a barn owl comes in, they produce all these kids, and they have to feed them.
All right.
So they kill a lot of
Good luck,
rodents.
rodents.
We have 2 webcams, live webcams that stream. There's a lot of people that watch them. We now have the highest concentrations of barn owls in any place in the United States in this area.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know how much ag is in Palm Beach County.
Oh, I like the slang. I like your little slang there.
Yeah.
The ag.
Well, it
I
is
like-
ag,
It is ag.
right?
I get you.
Because we grow a lot of important crops, not only sugarcane for sugar production, but we have a lot of vegetable production, lettuce, sweet corn, celery, sod, flooded rice in the summer. So very important crops, and we don't want diseases to decimate an industry.
Most of the lettuce that is grown here in the wintertime is what is mostly sold, along the East Coast.
Right.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't doing a good job, I'm not eating lettuce in New York.
Even the sweet corn that you're probably eating in New York.
It's
Yeah.
from here.
Oh, I love my
Here
sweet
too.
corn,
Yeah,
Calvin.
The Bellwood
yeah,
area.
yeah.
All here.
Yes.
Amazing.
We are lucky in this area that a lot of the farmers here are second, third, fourth generation Floridians.
Yeah.
They're very connected to the land and they're really land stewards and they want to be here. But the pressure on making money for a farmer is very
It's tough.
strong. And then also the new generation doesn't want to be in agriculture.
Right.
So this is part of what we like to do here at the center because we want to educate the next generation of scientists. We like to host a lot of local interns from this area. It's a way for us to introduce them to the diverse jobs that agriculture has to have. It's not just about being in the field and cultivating or harvesting. There's a lot of computer work, there's a lot of AI work, there is quite a bit of diverse jobs.
Agreed. That's all agriculture, or ag as we like to say in the business.
From lush fairways to breathtaking views, I'm teeing off at one of the Palm Beach's best-kept secrets.
The Belle Glade Municipal Golf Course is a great place to bring the whole family. It's fun, it's affordable, and it's challenging. The unique thing about this course is it's city-owned.
Yes, sir. It's
Yeah.
a municipal golf course.
So how does that differ from a normal public course per se?
We do have memberships, but our rates are a lot less than a private course. So we are really dependent upon our citizens, and in Belle Glade, we have a season, and all of the winter people that come to visit South Florida, we're blessed to have some of them flock over to the city of Belle Glade.
It's great. It's
Yes.
great. So you're making it accessible, more affordable.
Now you got to keep your eye on the ball.
I got you.
seriously.
I got you.
Look at there. Oh, right over the bunker. Nice shot.
Come on. Thank you. Thank you.
This is a pretty much lax course.
Yeah.
It's open, very open, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people like it,
Yeah.
because you're not in a neighborhood, you're not hitting houses, you don't
Right.
got, we have trees, but we don't have a lot of trees.
Yeah.
So the openness of the course is one
It's
of
nice. The
things.
margin of error is a little bit it's-
Broader.
Yes, it's a
Yes.
little broader, a little bit more forgiving, as they
Yes,
say.
yes.
And I feel like the area is a little that laid back, right? The whole area's kind of got that. Everything's going to be just fine. Relax.
Yes. If you need to reduce your stress, you need to relax, Belle Glade is where you need to come to.
I like that.
I've worked up an appetite, and I'm ready for a good old-fashioned fish fry at a family-owned and operated Cajun-style restaurant.
It's a staple of the community, but tell me how it started.
So my parents, they moved here from Louisiana. They wanted to bring a little piece of Louisiana with them, so they started Mr. Shrimp Market. So it started out as a market. That's
Oh.
why you see like the showcase with all the fresh food
Right.
and stuff. They sold shrimp and other seafood, but they only cooked the shrimp. And it was that cup of shrimp you see everywhere.
That's the yeah, the
Just
cup.
a cup
Yeah.
of shrimp.
That was
That's
the gimmick,
literally
yeah.
all they sold. And then they started cooking crabs and different kinds of shrimps. And now they fry food and we do the bowls and that's what it is.
That's cool. Now, can I
Yeah.
still get fresh fish if I come in?
You can, yes.
Really? So
They
that's-
still sell everything by the pound fresh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a fish market and a fish fry.
Yep.
Is this the first location?
This is the first location.
Here, Belle Glade.
Yes.
Amazing.
It's a landmark here now.
Yeah. So wait, you have 4 locations now and a food
And a
truck.
food truck.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But Mr. Shrimp, like, just blowing it up all over has always been a dream of all of us. We're
Sure.
6 kids.
Yeah.
We grew up here. We're in the back assembly line peeling shrimp because we couldn't buy already peeled shrimp.
Right.
And nobody even delivered to Belle Glade. Like it was a weekend thing or like a Friday thing. We'd go with my dad to Miami and pick up all of the product.
Wow.
Because nobody delivered.
Of course. So you're making
There's-
fresh fish runs with Pops.
Yes.
Come back here. Now we're peeling shrimp.
And then we're peeling shrimp assembly line in the back of the store,
family
all of
business.
us. Yeah.
So that's cool to kind of have it. You've grown up in it, and then you come back home, and now you can continue Dad's legacy,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
And Mom works here.
Mom works here. Yes. We try and get them to retire, but they don't want to.
Tough,
So
yeah, it's
this
tough.
is their baby. But
Sure. So the signature is obviously shrimp.
Yes.
I'm coming in and I'm getting a basket of shrimp.
Yeah.
Serving it with some fries, yes?
Yes.
Shrimp and fries classic.
Yeah.
But you also do some Cajun stuff. You do
So the shrimp in the cup is the original
Right.
classic Mr. Shrimp.
Yep.
Just a little bit of seasoning and some butter, and it's like the
That's all
best
you
thing
need.
you've ever eaten. We're very particular about our shrimp.
Of course, yeah. Well, you'd have to be with
Yes.
a name like Mr. Shrimp, yeah.
The Dolly Hand Cultural Arts Center, located at the Palm Beach State College Glades campus, is the pride of Belle Glade. They present plays, music, and ballets. Let's meet two of the stars that work behind the scenes.
I think the theater in a community is one of the most important things to have. And I would imagine in a community like Belle Glade, which is tight-knit, closer, smaller, very important. Yes?
Yes, absolutely. And I agree with you. Theaters are a place for everybody.
Yeah.
They're a place to congregate, come together, to experience the magic that happens on theater, whether it's, something that is pure joy from, a kid's show and kids performing, or if it's a concert of music that you know and love, or even if it's a theater piece that just challenges you to think about something differently. It's a special place that we have here, and theaters and community cultural arts centers, they play a really important role in our community.
Cultural arts for education.
Yep.
So we do field trips for kids here in Palm Beach, Glades, Hendry, and Okeechobee County. We do provide things from as far as pre-K to, I want to say, 8th is our niche. But we do provide outreach here at the lobby, and we do things for families and the kids, whether it's art, dance, Zumba, anything you can think of art related.
When the theater's shut down, closed, do you guys ever just get up on the stage and you do a little soft shoe? Do you do a little thing? Do you ever get up there and just belt out a song just for fun by yourself?
I never shy away from a microphone.
Of course, yeah, that's what I want to hear. I do it every time I walk into a theater. I see the Ghost Light. I'm like, maybe I could do a little.
I've given a concert whether anybody's there to listen
That's
or not.
what I want.
Yes,
That's
yes.
it. Very nice, very nice. As you can see, there's no shortage of activities out west, including skydiving. My friends at Skydive Palm Beach say the free fall at 120 miles per hour is pure bliss.
It's just a lot more slower than you think it's gonna be. You think
Oh.
you're gonna accelerate really fast, but it honestly feels like you're like swimming in the sky, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that makes it sound almost,
peaceful.
yeah, palatable almost.
We have what's called a drogue that keeps us stable and it slows us down behind us in free fall.
Oh.
So it's like you go out and you just feel like you're floating, you're swimming. It's super peaceful. I'll go over on my back, have my hands behind my head, and just chillax for a minute. For a lot of people that come out, it's a carnival ride. It's just something to do, something to cross off their bucket list. But every now and then you get that person that comes in and they're super scared. They want to do it, but their body's telling them no. And so you got a
So
question?
I don't know why my hand was up. Just identifying with what you're describing there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it scares a lot of people, but to share that experience with them, to get them to come out, help them conquer that fear, because I conquered that fear
Right.
growing up. That's the most rewarding part about doing tandems and doing skydiving, is sharing that with people. And then it's also a lot of fun to just go out there and jump your own gear and have a good time and mess
Sure.
around and do fun stuff. You ready to do this?
Yep. Nope.
This is what we're gonna strap you up with. This is how you connect to me, all right?
Okay.
We got 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yep.
Just gonna make sure you're not going anywhere without me.
Yep. Just wanna. Okay. Yep.
Pretty solid. All right, we're gonna turn around and step one leg through each loop,
Am I
okay?
going in here?
1
Gosh.
and 2.
Yeah.
And then put these up on your shoulders.
Okay.
Just like a harness. Bada bing, bada boom. Man, you look good in that. Dang, okay, all right.
Yeah.
The moment before we jump, I just tell them, if you're scared, the best thing you can do is give me 3 seconds of courage. That's it.
Oh.
That's all it is. As soon as that door opens up, count 1,
Right.
2, 3, and then we're jumping out.
That's
and
it.
at that point, you're committed. Most people, the scariest part is the moment the door opens.
Sure.
It's that threshold where you don't know what's on the other side of that fear, right?
Well, there's that.
Yeah, well,
there's
yeah,
down
you jump
there.
out, you don't know what to expect.
Right.
But once you jump out and you realize you kind of tumble for a second, and then you're stable, and then you feel the wind on your face, and you feel free.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what's going on with work or family or anything. As soon as you do that skydive and you come down, you feel like you can accomplish anything, and you feel like you're not worried about anything. Go and stand up nice and tall and proud for me like you're about to go skydiving. Yeah, there you go. Chest out, looking strong.
Yep.
Okay. Nice and tight.
Yep. This
Everything's
is fine.
looking pretty solid.
This is fine here.
Oh yeah, you're good to go.
All right. Those are weird looking, aren't they?
Skydiving's about being stylish.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
How's that?
You look ready.
Yeah, sure. I feel ready. Obviously, ideal location for this, right? This area specifically, lots of land, lots of open sky. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
yeah.
why you're here. Am I getting great views of Lake Okeechobee when I'm up there?
Absolutely.
Right? Like you
Gorgeous
must have
views,
an
yeah.
amazing view up there. How high are you going up in the plane?
Anywhere from 9 to 10,000 feet.
So you're getting a really good bird's eye view up there.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
that would make this what makes the area ideal.
Yeah, you can
for
see
that.
all the way to the other side of Lake Okeechobee. On a clear day, you can also see the coast as well.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Coast to coast, yeah.
How cool.
I'll check your harness, you're gonna double check mine, right?
Sure, yeah.
All right, perfect.
I'm the last one you want checking for safety, but all right. And you call it diving, not falling, right?
Yeah, it's diving.
Yeah.
Well, because it's controlled fall.
Controlled
so it's
fall.
a dive.
So it's a dive. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you went to the Olympics and you were watching the Olympic fallers,
Right.
it wouldn't be as exciting.
Wouldn't be as exciting, yeah. All right.
You ready for this?
I guess.
All right, beautiful.
We've had a great time exploring the relaxed and friendly lifestyle here in the Glades.
With scenic views from the water, the greens, great food, and some new friends along the way.
We hope you get out and enjoy everything the Palm Beaches has to offer. Join me next time as we go on the down to the Palm Beaches with me, Frank Licari. Ready? Wow. That was a lot easier than you made it out to be. I didn't feel nervous at all.
You are a perfect student, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was great. You're a great teacher. That was, wow. I mean, I didn't feel anything. Like it almost didn't even happen.
This program was brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Visit thepalmbeaches.tv for more information.